100 players who shook the cosh. Shook the cosh.
For me, Emlyn Hughes has been one of the greatest players this football club has ever seen.
Emlyn was a fantastic footballer.
But also he was such a character, you know, so much life and vitality, and I think that exuded across as a captain. So, very inspirational man.
You can't buy that passion that he has.
If you use the phrase infectious enthusiasm, it's got to be Emlyn Hughes.
Played with enthusiasm, epitomised everything that is good about Liverpool Football Club.
A great captain as well.
That smile, you know, you can never forget that smile when he lifted that cup.
And what a smile. The smile, the clenched fist of victory. He looks so pleased. Emlyn Hughes of Liverpool.
There's no better professional in this business than Emlyn.
Look at the sheer joy on that man's face. What a tremendous smile from a great player, Emlyn Hughes.
It makes me smile just thinking about it. You know, it's a lovely, lovely moment.
And you got the feeling he enjoyed his football, but also what a powerhouse.
For Hughes. Yes!
Bill Shankly signed him from Blackpool after he'd made a handful of first-team games for Blackpool in 1967. And on the way back to Liverpool, he's got Emlyn in the car, and they're stopped by the police for speeding. And Shank says, "Do you know who I've got in the car, officer? The captain of England." And the policeman looks and he said, "I don't recognise him." He says, "No, but you will."
At that time, at 18 years of age, we paid a good fee for him. But if it had cost 5 times that, it would have been worth it. Emlyn Hughes is debatable if he's a better player in the game. Oh, he's got everything. Ability, guts, he's quick, good in the air. You name it, he has it.
Hughes! Oh, well seen by Hughes. He's moved for the return too, but Brennan going with him. Now Callahan. Hit it well. Oh, Stepney! Hughes!
I think Shankly saw in him qualities he admired so much. I think he looked on Emlyn as a son, because Bill didn't have a son, he had daughters. And I think when he signed Emlyn, he signed a son, basically. And I think he embodied what Shanks would have liked to have had in a son. So in a football sense, he was his son.
He come here and he played a few positions under Bill Shankly. I think he maybe started at left back and in midfield, and then he turned out to be great centre back.
Whichever position he played, he always gave you the 1000%.
It's Kennedy. That was Hughes, and the left foot for Emlyn Hughes, 4-1.
Had a very high-pitched voice, and when Liverpool first contacted him about signing, the voice answered. He lived in Barrow, of course. The voice said, "Hello, Barrow 4312," and I don't know whether it was Bill Shankly or Paisley, and they said, "Hello, Mrs. Hughes, can I speak to Emlyn?" "Emlyn speaking." I mean, the voice was nothing like the man. He was a totally committed, brave, hugely gifted, strong player.
Well, Emlyn's nickname was Crazy Horse, wasn't it? And I think as a very young lad, 18, 19, and he first came to the club and they played him on the left side of midfield, perhaps Crazy Horse was a good name for him, because he had this boundless energy, didn't he? And he'd make these long runs with these long strides that he had, and he'd jink past people, and he'd strike at goal from 30 yards, 25 yards and so on. And he'd dash up and down the pitch.
Callaghan. Hughes moving forward, number 6! Keegan going. Hughes!
His name Crazy Horse, by the way, was given to him by Everton fans as an insult in a derby match. There's a great myth grown up about it, but it was Everton fans who named him Crazy Horse. But it stuck, of course. It became a term of endearment after a label of abuse originally. Because he was a crazy horse. He was coltish. His run reminded you of a colt.
But for me, When he moved into the back four, he was anything but crazy horse. He was a very considered, astute defender.
Coults, stopped by Hughes. Well, that looked a fair challenge to me. Played the ball.
His ability to read situations meant that he didn't have to go tearing about. He could read things very, very quickly and get himself in the right positions, so that he wasn't always overstretching or diving into tackles, last ditch.
He scored some terrific goals, Emlyn.
I can't remember who it was against, but I remember seeing this film with this goal, and he wasn't far across the halfway line, and he just seemed to somehow rise up into the air and just kick this thunderbolt. That's the only word you can describe as a thunderbolt. In some ways, not unlike Bobby Charlton. It was just like a rocket from the end of his boot straight into the back of the net. And I mean, he could score goals that just had so much power. You wouldn't want to be the goalkeeper on the other end of them.
Keegan. And here's Emlyn Hughes picking up the loose one. Oh, and Hughes has got it!
Away by Simpson. To Hughes. That's a good angle. Oh, what a screamer from Emlyn Hughes.
Hughes for Liverpool, and this wave. The attack comes again. It's there!
Wonderful moment in '77 after they'd lost to Manchester United in the FA Cup final. He met Margaret Thatcher on the way up the steps, and she said, "Oh, Emlyn, how are you?" He said, "To be honest, love, I'm bloody knackered." And of course he got friendly with royalty, Princess Anne got on. I mean, Emlyn would get on with everybody.
And I know there was little fallouts off the field and stuff like that with certain players, but on that field, boy, I tell you what, he was one of the best enthusiastic players I've seen.
Led Liverpool to great triumphs.
I mean, to be the first man to lift the European Cup for Liverpool, something will never be forgotten.
And there it is. The smile of the season from Emlyn Hughes. The performance of the season. The trophy of the season. And won by the English champions, Liverpool.
Yeah, the passion that he had, the fire in his belly, crazy horse, never to be forgotten.
It's a great loss, though, that his life ended so tragically short.
We led by example. Very, very sad day when Emlyn left us.
He's turned into a legend, obviously he's passed away, so he's gone down in folklore here.
A man who's not only missed by his family, but by a lot of Liverpool supporters as well.
And we really, I think this club misses Emlyn Hughes.
Obviously such a quick thinker and quick mover as Steve Highway. What a beautiful ball. No one there to take it, though. Not quite far enough. Emlyn Hughes, left foot. Oh, what a shot! What a shot, Emlyn Hughes.
Tommy Smith with a kick. Pull back for Hughes. What a goal! They do not come better. It went in like a shell.
Hughes. Two to his right. Keegan. Hughes again. It's a great move, this. Oh, yes. Emlyn Hughes. And surely no Liverpool player deserves it more.
Well, the thought of Tommy Smith being near to tears will tell you just what it means to Liverpool. As Emlyn Hughes climbs those famous steps again, with Terry McDermott just behind him. Well, they let that glittering cup go for a few days. It'll be back on the Liverpool sideboard tomorrow morning. And look at that picture of delight. The broadest smile in football belongs to Emlyn Hughes and hordes of Liverpool fans and British football fans for what Liverpool have achieved for us tonight. Well done, Liverpool.